Forget all these guru tutorials on YouTube. This is how you actually scrape a website, whether it's static, dynamic, or even complex JavaScript ones, using N8N the right way. There's no hype, there's no code, just a clear process that works. So let's dive right in. So as you can see here, we have two flows in this build. We have a website scrape here, and we actually have a page scrape. Now, each of these flows, there is two flows to it. Very important. This flow here, the markdown, is when you have a static website, okay? It's not complicated, it's very easy. So it can go here. If it is a dynamic website and a more complex Java website, you have to use something called Firecrawl. Now, Firecrawl has the ability to understand the dynamic nature of these sites and then can still grab all that information for you. We then put it into markdown format because Firecrawl doesn't do that ordinarily. We will then extract the text and then we'll get our output. And then obviously, if you wanted your output putting somewhere additionally, like a sheets, an Airtable, etc., you would just add that node on here. For the sake of simplicity, I'm just going to have it in the edit fields here so I can actually show you, okay? Then the next one is mapping an entire website. So we're starting with Firecrawl here. We're then splitting it out. We're then gathering the data. We're then doing the same markdown or Firecrawl process. Then we're extracting the text once again, and then we're adding in the edit fields exactly the same. But if we did want to, again, put this into a Sheets, Airtable, etc., we'll just add another node in, okay? So two very simple, but also not very well done on YouTube flows that actually get the results you want. So if we come into the URL we want to scrape, does what it says on the tin. So we've got digitaldentalleaders.com. It is a dental website, very simple website we're going to use so we don't have to go and gather tons and tons of information. You can see that all here. So we've got this execute workflow node here. So I'm just going to hit execute workflow and you can see it actually working. So it's gone and it's fired and it's now extracting all the text, converted to Markdown, used Firecrawl as well because it is a dynamic website. And then essentially is going to put these into the fields here. So let's look at what each element did. So it got the data here, nothing too crazy to see there. It went through Firecrawl and there you can see it actually starting to pull in all of the relevant data from the different points of the site. This is exactly why you need something that understands the dynamic nature of a website. We're then going to be putting it into that markdown format here, like that. And then we're going to extract that text into this, as you can see here. And that is essentially the output we are getting. Now, you can obviously keep playing around with this, exactly how you want the output to be delivered, also where you want it to be delivered. That is all just additional stuff you can do within these nodes or just add on nodes there. Actually really simple to achieve. The next one, which is here, is again, site you want to scrape, but this is going to scrape basically one page of this site, right? So this is going to map the whole site, but it's actually just going to scrape one page. So let me just drag this over here and then we're going to put this on the node. Bosh. Okay. And then we should be able to hit this one, which is firing a manual trigger as well. And you can see it's now scraping the website, coming through here, extracting all the text, adding in the edit fields. So let's actually look at the website. Again, same website, just so you can see it. And then mapping website URLs. So you see here, all the URLs it's been grabbing from the website. So this is just an awesome way, obviously, to scrape a website and find all of the stuff. And then it's looping over the items and it's now basically gathering all the information from all of the pages on that website, right? So it's going to do it one at a time. So let's say it found 30 pages. It's then going to go and scrape every single one of those 30 pages of that entire website, okay? So let's have a look at some of the outputs here. Dental leaders, content here. Let's have a look. There you go. Item 1, item 2. Perfect. This is genuinely how I scrape websites if I need to. It's a really nice workflow. It doesn't break, it just works. And then you just put the outputs wherever you want. So I tend to use either Google Sheets or Airtable, totally up to you. And that is literally just adding the node on the end here, right? That simple. So if you like this video and you like more just no nonsense tutorials, make sure to subscribe to the channel. You'll probably want to check out this video up here. And if you want to start your own AI consulting business, you'll want to check out this video up here.